All right. So I will again, this is called just this this one moment, and it's really a meditation to cultivate a greater sense of purpose and meaning in all moments. So to begin, I'll just invite you to find a comfortable yet wakeful posture. It might be the same one you've used before. It might be something different. And this practice can be really powerful in just taking these two steps, which is pausing and reflecting. And we'll break that down in a little bit more detail. But then we'll just reflect on how we might be able to bring this idea of pausing and reflecting into all moments, even those mundane, ordinary ones, and how it might spark this sense of aliveness, what some may call purpose or meaning. Again, it's not about making any huge life changes, but really starting much more simply by just shifting our perspective to consider how it is we want to be in just this one moment. Allowing yourself to settle, maybe taking a couple of deep breaths and allowing your eyes to close or remain gently open with a soft downward gaze. You might make that clear intention, or it might be something different, something like, I am present and aware, or I will remain curious to whatever arises with kindness and compassion. It's something to set the compass of your heart. Now, as you're ready, I'll just invite you to reflect and to consider on the reality that life is fleeting. It's the nature of life. There's unpredictability, there's uncertainty. It's quite fragile. And we actually don't have a ton of control on many things. We don't know what will happen and when it will happen. But what we do know is that we have this one moment right now. This one moment to be alive in. So I invite you just to take a few moments to be with this notion. You might reflect on the potential of this one moment, how special it is, how important it is, how it's really all we have. We can't change what happened yesterday. We don't know what tomorrow will bring, or even if we'll be around for tomorrow. So, considering if you had just this one moment, how do you want to live it? Stuck in worries about things you have little control over, critiquing yourself or another? Or do you want to be present, engaged, kind? What matters most to you? Gently notice what comes up. As best as you can, let go of past and future. Just what you want for this moment. Now, if you'd like, think about the things that are coming up for you in the next 24 hours or so. Places you might go, people you'll interact with in person or even virtually, plans, to-dos. If those were your last 24 hours, what qualities and values would you want to bring forth? What would be your driving force in living those 24 hours? You might think, when I talk to a loved one, I'll be completely present and there for that person. Or when I go for a walk, I'll pay attention to the sound and sight so I don't miss a single thing. It can be anything. Notice if any strong emotions or feelings or thoughts are arising. It's okay, it's completely normal and natural. We're asking some really, really challenging and deep questions, asking ourselves to consider something a lot of us try to escape or ignore. Being gentle with yourself and whatever is arising for you. And then finally, just letting it all go. Letting go of any effort and just resting your mind, resting in just this moment. Nothing to do. Letting it all go. Becoming aware of how you feel now. So you can use this two-step process, this idea just to pause, to reflect, on life for a little bit and how you want to be moment by moment. Especially when you might feel you're lacking motivation or connection or meaning or purpose. It'd be a nice reminder that purpose and meaning can be found and cultivated in any moment. So I invite you to thank yourself. Showing up is certainly the hardest part. But turning our awareness inward to might be some uncharted territory also takes a lot of bravery. and willingness. As you feel ready, if the eyes are closed, I'll invite you to blink them back open.